Yourself a lawyer. You say you no need them. Now you don't complicate the matter. You don't implicate yourself. No be gra, no be fight. Lawyer go help you know your right. Teach me the law.
No! I won't allow you force this bastard on my children.
Don't refer to Steve as a bastard. He is the son of my late brother.
Oh, spare me that folk tales. You think I don't know what you're trying to do here? Oh! You want to use this bastard to get a share of my husband's wealth?
Stop being ridiculous, Ngozi. I do not have such interest. Even though my late brother died without a will, I know his estate belongs to you and his children, including Steve.
Lies! Lies! Steve is not the son of my late husband, Chief Benson Ajoko. Look at his son. Eric Chuka Ajoko.
Stop being unreasonable, woman. Steve is my nephew. Your late husband's son.
And what proof do you have?
My late brother told me before his death. Besides,
Lies! 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 My late husband never mentioned anything about having a son out of wedlock.
Why don't you hear me out?
No. I won't hear you out. I won't! I see what you're trying to do here. You want to use this bastard to get a share of my husband's wealth.
But he deserves a share from his father's estate.
Over my dead body. That would not happen. Under the Nigerian law, an illegitimate child has no inheritance from his father.
Is that what you think?
That's the fact. Now take this bastard and leave my house.
Uncle Kelvin, enough of all these antics. You heard my mom.
Yes, Uncle Kelvin. Leave our house now!
Has he gotten to this extent? Letting your children insult me?
You heard them right. Take this thing, this bastard, and leave my house.
You will never get your way, woman. We shall meet in court. Steve, let's go.
Conniving thief. Rubbish.
Oh, can you tell this honorable court your name and what you do for a living?
My name is Kelvin Ajoko. I'm a civil servant.
Where do you live?
I live at number 15 Uchechuku Street, Independence Layout, Enugu.
What is your relationship with the deceased, Chief Benson Ajoko?
He was my immediate elder brother.
Do you know the plaintiff?
Yes, I do.
And what is your relationship with him?
He's my brother's son and my nephew.
How did you arrive at the conclusion that he's your late brother's son?
My brother told me everything before his death. This is how it all started.
Kelvin,
Yes,
you're
brother.
my only brother.
I know that already.
According to the doctor, he said I have a short time to live.
I know that already. But God will keep you.
I won't make it, Kelvin. But I have a secret to share with you.
What is it, brother?
I have a son out of wedlock.
A son? Where is he?
I will tell you. I hope the camera is recording our conversation.
Yes. Yes, brother.
Steve, you sit down under this car, eh? You go that there, oh.
You be mumu. You think I be you where they rush work after customer go come back, they complain.
See you dey there dey run mouth, eh? For your mind, engineer. I bet you come out, don't got the wire me here.
18. 18. 18.
Sir?
How many times will I call you?
Once.
Okay.
See, I know they hear anything. One cannot they give me anything.
Now then go call you.
Do the okay? You want repair your car?
No, not really. I'm looking for a young mechanic.
A young mechanic. Young mechanic. Who be that?
Stephen by name.
Oh, Stephen. You sabi am? In tall, come fair. Like in short, small, get but.
18. Which kind of stupid question be those ones now? How many Steve will we get for here?
Na only you.
No only me, Abi. Mumu. Good day, sir. Now me be Steve.
Are you Stephen?
Yes, sir. Any problem?
That was what happened.
Oh, do you have any documents authenticating these claims?
Yes. I have a video record of my discussion with my late elder brother. This is the camera.
My lord, may I have your permission to tender this camera as evidence? That will be all, my lord.
Judgment. The plaintiff by statement of claim dated the 8th day of March 2021 seeks for the following. 1. A declaration that upon the demise of Chief Benson Edochie, the deceased, on the 18th day of December 2020, the plaintiff became entitled to inherit along with other children the real and personal properties of the deceased. 2. An order directing the administrators of the estate to add the name of the plaintiff to the list of those to whom the real and personal properties of the deceased are to be distributed. Filed along with the statement of claim are the written statements on the oath of the plaintiff and witness, list of exhibits which comprise of birth certificate of the plaintiff, photographs showing the plaintiff and the deceased, and a video recording. The witness, Mr. Kelvin Njoku, and the plaintiff, Steve Okechukwu Njoku, adopted the written statements on oath as the evidence before this court. The exhibits relied upon by the plaintiffs are the birth certificate, the photographs and video recording, which were tendered in evidence and marked exhibit PWA, PWB1 to PWB4, and PWC accordingly. Both witnesses, PW1 and PW2, were cross-examined extensively. It was the case of PW1, that is the plaintiff, that the deceased, Chief Benson Edochie, was his biological father, although he was never married to his mother, late Agnes Nwadibia. He relied on the contents of exhibit PWA, the birth certificates and the photographs exhibit PWB1 and PWB4, which showed himself, the late Chief Benson, and his mother when he was a baby. Another picture with his father while he was growing up. He knows PW2 as his uncle and who was the younger brother to his father. PW2 on his own side, that's Kevin Njoku, testified that he is a younger brother to Chief Benson Edochie, the deceased, and he knows PW1 as a son to the deceased. He relied on PWC, which is a video recording, and identified the deceased in the video. The defendants, in their own statement of defense, denied that the plaintiff is the child of the deceased. Defendant's witnesses, while adopting her witness statement of defense, stated that her husband, the deceased, did not tell her that he had another child outside the matrimonial home. As far as she and her children are concerned, the deceased had no other child or other children apart from Eric and Amaka Njoku, her own children. The plaintiff has no right to claim any inheritance from them. The defendant's witness was also cross-examined extensively. I have perused very carefully the written addresses of both learned counsel for and against and listened to their oral addresses in elucidation. I have equally perused the authorities cited, some of which I found very useful. For this, I thank counsel. The question that is pertinent here is whether children born out of wedlock can be deprived from inheriting the estate of their father. And I ask, to answer this question, I will take strength from the findings of the court in the case of Ngbodu and Ngbodu, 2018 LPELR 4337CA per Tom Shaib Yakubu JCA, which held in pages 22 to 23, paragraphs B to B, which I quote as follows. I only need to re-emphasize the essentially of Section 42.2 of the 1999 Constitution of the Republic of Nigeria as amended, to the effect that no custom in Nigeria can deprive children born out of wedlock. I also refer to the case of Mrs. Louise Ukeje and another, and Mrs. Gladys Ukeje. 2014 LPELR 22724 SC at page 37, which states further that the reason for this is, to my mind, far-fetched. No child came into the world by himself or herself. So why should such a child be put at a disadvantage because of the conduct of a randy father and a promiscuous mother? It will be unconscionable, therefore, to disinherit such a child from partaking in the father's estate. I too have no difficulty at all in agreeing with his lordship's decision that the appellant, being a son of the deceased Gregory Ngbodu, is eminently entitled to a share in the estate of his father, through whom he came into the world. Hence, the appellant is entitled to share equally with the respondents in the estate of their father, the late Gregory Ngbodu. I adopt the above reasoning as mine. It is in evidence that the plaintiff was born by the deceased, who admitted and accepted his paternity. The birth certificate exhibit PWA, the photographs exhibit PWB1 and PWB4, and exhibit PWC buttress the position of the claims of the plaintiff. More so, the defendant has admitted that the person in the video recording was the deceased, her husband, and the father to her children. There is no dispute as to this. The defendant did not also discredit the PWA, the birth certificate, while she had identified the deceased in the photographs as the PWB1 to PWB4, and in the video recording as stated. The law is that no one can be called a bastard, quote and unquote, anymore. This is repugnant to natural justice, equity, and good conscience. See Section 42.2 of 1999 Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria as amended, which states, and I quote, "No citizen of Nigeria shall be subjected to any disability or deprivation merely by reason of the circumstances of his birth," end of quote. In conclusion, the claim of the plaintiff succeeds and his reliefs are granted as prayed, and they're as follows. 1. A declaration is made that upon the demise of Chief Benson Ajoku on the 1st day of December 2020, the plaintiff, Okechukwu Ajoku, became entitled to inherit, along with the other children of the deceased, the real and personal properties of the deceased. 2. An order is made directing the administrators of the estate of the deceased to add the name Steve Okechukwu Ajoku to the list of those to whom the real and personal properties of the deceased are to be distributed equally. And this is the judgment of the court. Very well, Registrar. If this is the end of today's proceedings, the court will rise. Arise.
Court. Nobody is above the law. Nobody is above the matter. Nobody is above hunger. Magana justice kind of channel. Barrister, barrister. The people's lawyer. Barrister, barrister. Oga Esquire. Oga Jodora who I go for. Barrister. Okotokare who I go call.
Per stripes, it means equal shares. It is a new norm our laws have established for the children of a deceased who died intestate, that is, without a will. Our Constitution, 1999 as amended, in Section 42, created a shield to protect the rights of an illegitimate child, otherwise a child outside wedlock or bastard. There is no bastard under the law. I tell you, any law that fosters such belief is inconsistent with our Constitution. Such custom is repugnant to natural justice, equity, and good conscience. A child does not determine the circumstances under which he or she will be born. It is unjust to decide his fate or her fate because of that. As can be seen from the story, inheritance remains one of the major problems in our society today. It is troubling where the deceased is unable to make a connection with a child before his demise. Now imagine if Jib Benson had not made that video linking himself to Stephen. That would have been very difficult to prove. The only probable way of establishing his fatherhood would have been through a DNA test. Many of us, while alive, fail to take our time to make a will. We fail to lay simple instructions that will endear peace in our dear homes after we are gone. This is, therefore, another call to do the right thing. Call your lawyer now and make that will. Reach out to your child outside wedlock. Summon the gods to introduce him or her to your other families. It is better now than never. Simpliciter. My name is Kanayo or Kanayo Esquire, and this is the People's Lawyer. Once again, thanks for watching.
Get yourself a lawyer. You say you no need that. Now you don't complicate the matter. You don't implicate yourself. No be gra, no be fight. Lawyer go help you know your right. Teach me the law. Big go guide me. Got to rise up. Got to sit it down. Judge the matter. Somebody a jebenta. Because na justice we define.